I'm telling you, when this fight gets animated, it is going to be fire! Yuno realizes Lucius is shaking in his boots and is actually afraid of Asta. As a last-ditch effort to buy time to recover, Asta gave Yuno his anti-magic sword, and this was a timeline Lucius never foresaw. Remember that he witnessed thousands upon thousands, and the strongest version of Yuno was the one that grew up in the Spade Kingdom as a king and mastered star magic, but he ends up losing. However, since the Asta effect has made everyone stronger by surpassing their limits, Lucius cannot even read this future that we are reading. Yuno is more powerful than ever, posing an actual threat. He even pokes fun out of Lucius that in truth he is actually scared, and that's because the one timeline of Yuno and Asta being a singularity is slowly coming true. It's the only one where humanity defeats him. So remember, Lucius revealed this himself, that there is only one timeline where a singularity occurs where both bros will take him out. It's the one future Lucius can't control or predict, the collapse of his perfect vision, the only path where humanity defeats him, and the one event he can never erase. As a result, Lucius admits it's bad news, and that Yuno is truly his rival because he's too dangerous with anti-magic. He activates Black Tornado Fang, which almost slices Lucius clean. However, he uses time magic just like Julius did against Patry, disappearing behind Yuno and whacking him. Whilst this is occurring, Yuno cannot believe that Asta was lifting such a heavy sword so easily because of how buff he is, putting respect on his name for God's sake. But in the same moment, Lucius confirms that when facing anti-magic, he has to be more cautious than ever, as Yuno is going all out using his crescent moon and instantly teleporting to keep on the pressure. And look guys, when I looked at this battle, bro, I was getting Ichigo vibes. It's basically Getsuga Tensho. Anyway, the moon attack creates an opportunity for Yuno to close in, but Lucius counters with his own blade. He then confirms balls deep prediction magic. Remember in our last video I mentioned permeation magic from Guelder? But Guelder also poses a problem. Lucius can now use his invincibility magic to make himself undetectable to mana and immune to magic spells whilst it's active. Guelder even fooled an elf doing this and all the Magic Knight captains. So unlike Asta, Yuno cannot detect ki, so he will have to use other means to catch Lucius with anti-magic. But given that the dude can teleport with time, it's obvious Lucius will touch Yuno's soul to kill him. So Lucius basically confirms what I said, as he states he will use it to attack a part of Yuno not covered in anti-magic, as Yuno won't be able to detect him as he has a trained ki, one of its only counter. He will then finish him off by touching his soul. But just as he's about to win the fight, his magic disappears. Yuno's instincts kick in to activate Black Neverland to counter. Remember that this spell is absolutely busted. It's star and wind union magic. Yuno can take control of the surrounding mana and create a dome of stars that rotate around the area, but it also controls the flow of magic and time within the dome. It boosts the power of allies and weakens the power of Lucius, as well as neutralize his magic by making time stand still. It's basically a domain expansion, people. Lucius can't enter the zone. Yeah, and now add anti-magic to that. It's completely overpowered. Like, this one spell has 4 status effects now and would defeat 99.9% of all characters without any effort. So Lucius, he's literally dumbfounded, and he gets cut slightly on the face, where he states it's now a battle of attrition, waiting for the anti-magic to run out so that he can kill Yuno. So as they cheer on, Yuno's fight with Lucius is power scaling to another level. The entire sky is filled with spells colliding with each other. As Lucius states, will we settle this fight first, or the people you're protecting disappear first? A huge bombshell is dropped yet again, as the past wizard kings from the movie have had all their magic powers stolen by Lucius. Remember, he'd went into the Grimoire Tower and stole thousands and thousands of magic from the Grimoire by connecting to their souls in the books and blah da da da. He then activates World End Church that belongs to Edward the 20th King, which is ice magic that causes the nearby temperature to drop to absolute zero. That's the coldest temperature in reality, reaching minus 459 Fahrenheit. Now at this point, all molecular motion should stop, atoms don't vibrate, chemical reactions can't happen, and life as we know it is instantly destroyed. But because Yuno is engulfed in Black Neverland, he can survive for now, but time is running out as his anti-magic reserves will soon deplete. Yuno then does the most crazy choreography ever. Like, this was so good to read. He plants multiple black stars in the area and creates a black whip so huge and powerful that it instantly destroys World End Church. So if we think about it, the power scaling now is just absurd. Lucius used a Wizard King spell buffed by his own mana that includes Luciferos, multiple high-ranked devils, his own family, paladin hacks, angel hacks, all the grimoires in the world, but even then, Yuno destroyed it in a split second. Quite frankly, at this point, any of the past Wizard Kings would lose instantly to Asta and Yuno because they are just way too powerful. Going back to the chapters, Lucius now has the fastest spells in his arsenal, using light magic that Lumiere the first had. It's blocked, and Yuno instantly teleports to multiple stars to share their black energy, which then creates a formation of Attrition Asta. Think of Sasuke using the Indra arrow against Naruto and it being so absolutely epic. When this gets animated, we're all gonna knock. Now, Lucius, he deflects this with no effort, but the sheer power behind it is visible. It cuts the sky and creates a gaping hole, matching Asta's powerful feat of splitting the sky in the Hino country. Because Tabata, he loves giving these rivals similar power levels, so the contention of who will be Wizard King next is still on the table. I mean, these two have made a promise to each other since childhood that they will fight for the crown. This was peak! Now, to enjoy more Black Clover content, like learning about all the new races such as dryads and more, watch this video on your screen right now.